Hello, Phoenix J back y'all with another one, and it is Fragrance Friday. This week, y'all, we're adding another layer of knowledge on. We are up to level 3 now as we talk about how we properly care for the skin so that we can get the most out of our fragrances. So exfoliation, hydration, and moisture are the topics of the week, and y'all, we're gonna get straight into it. So, exfoliation. Some of you probably are wondering what is exfoliation. And honestly, a couple weeks ago, in one of my comments from one of my good Judies, she was talking about exfoliate. Like, if you're not exfoliating, you're not going to get the most out of your fragrance. You're also not going to get the most out of your skincare. Your makeup's not going to perform well. You're gonna have your skin's going to be a little patchy. It's just not going to be a great journey for the skin if we're not exfoliating. I exfoliate daily because my skin's used to it. And exfoliation is the process of removing dead skin cells, whether through physical means like scrubbing or rubbing, or through chemical means with AHAs and BHAs. So let's talk about what that means. I have a good time when it comes to body exfoliation and physical exfoliants, and I do this every single day. So the way physical exfoliants work is that some kind of granule or some type of tool is used up against the skin. And as it rubs against the skin, it is removing those dead skin cells, revealing your new skin cells, and then whatever happens afterward, whether that's hydration, water, or moisture through oil, it's going to have a better chance of sticking and absorbing and getting to do its job. So, when it comes to physical exfoliants for the body, and we're specifically talking about body care, let me know down in the comments if y'all want me to start doing some skincare because I've had some requests. And I don't want to throw too much of y'all too soon. So if y'all want to see a little skincare, get a little get unready with me, a little get ready with me, you want to see what I'm using, I'm going to show you 2 ways that I exfoliate because these are great ways to help impact the longevity and the performance, the overall performance of my fragrances. The first way, and this is the guaranteed, I do this every single day, is I use a loofah. And I don't use just any loofah. This is one of my favorite ones. I actually get these, I have Subscribe and Save. I get these every couple of months. I get a pack of 3 and I share. I give these to family and friends. But this is from the brand Almuni. I think that's what it's called. Almuni. It's a natural care brand. This is natural loofah. So as you can see, it looks like the plant. You can hear, you hear that? You can hear that this is rough. And with water, it softens a little bit, but it foams and lathers really well. And the way that I use this, of course, as you're using and scrubbing the body with your body wash, this is taking off dead skin cells, sweat, dirt, etc. So the loofah is one of my favorite physical exfoliants to use. I use this all the time. Washcloths also count. They just don't exfoliate as much when I'm doing that extra self-care step. And that is using some form of scrub. This one is from Tree Hut. This is one of my favorite scents from Tree Hut. I want to thank my friend D, who I do the pod with. My bestie D put me on to the Moroccan Rose because she knows I love me some rose. But this is one of my favorite. I just have to smell it every time. It's one of my favorite scents, and it is a nice thick body scrub, and it's a sugar base. So this dissolves in the shower, which is great. But this is going to leave your skin ready for additional hydration and moisture before fragrance. So physical exfoliants are the easiest to understand. Now I want to move into the next topic, which I have some examples of. The next topic is chemical exfoliation. Chemical exfoliation for the body is becoming more commonplace. There are body serums out there that exfoliate. They might have your AHAs, which are alpha hydroxy acids. We typically see these come from fruits as well. So you might see your fruit enzymes included here. Those are great for hitting that top layer of skin. Alpha hydroxy acids are above the skin, whereas beta hydroxy acids go beneath the skin. They penetrate deeper. These are great for people who deal with acne, breakouts on the body, just wonderful. And that just gives you a couple ideas of which might actually work better for you. I use both. Beta hydroxy acids I don't see as often in body care, but they do exist. So if you deal with body breakouts, that's also a great ingredient to introduce. And you're typically going to see it in the form of salicylic acid or willow bark extract. You'll see it named as one or the other. Okay, exfoliation. If you're not exfoliating, there's no way your skin's going to hold moisture and hydration the way it should. Because when we take off those dead skin cells and reveal those new ones have the wherewithal, the capacity to hold on. to hold on to hydration, hold on to moisture, and to hold on to fragrance. So let's get into what is the difference between hydration and moisture. Hydration refers to water, something that's typically water based. Hydration is almost always going to be a water based something. Lotions can be hydrating because they typically don't have as much oil as a butter does, whereas butters are more moisturizing. Moisturizing or moisture refers to oil base. So when we think about how you layer those things, you always go hydration to moisture. Hydration first, moisture second. So I want to give you a couple examples to work with because I want to make this easy to understand. At bedtime, I typically will put on an exfoliating body cream, body lotion, body butter of some form. And I have two here I want to show you that I use that I love. This one's actually from Sephora. This is from their body line. And this is the resurfacing body lotion for 12 hours of hydration. It's got 9% AHA and PHA, which is polyhydroxy acid. Hits the most surface level and is great for sensitive skin. Plus, it's got hyaluronic acid, which is a great humectant. It's a water binding molecule. It really grabs all of the water and it's like, hey, I'm holding on to you and we're gonna go into this skin together. This one is a good one, even if you have sensitive skin. I would recommend something with PHAs for my friends with sensitive skin. And again, you can get this at Sephora. It's not expensive by any means. I think it's maybe $15 for this, but a little goes a long way. And you don't have to do this all the time. I wouldn't do this during the day. This is great for nighttime. Acids can tend to be a little photosensitive, so they can lead to burning and irritation. You want to make the skin perform better, not be upset with you. So this is a great example of something with AHAs and BHAs that is a lighter consistency. Like this is like your typical lotion. It's not runny, but it's also not so thick that it's not going to absorb quickly. And as you watch, when I rub this in, it's gone. It's gone. Just like that, it absorbs right on in. It doesn't leave a ton of shine. It's meant to absorb quickly. And that's what I like about this one. And even when I wear fragrance to bed, this is great something to layer on top because it's got that hydration component as well as moisture in it. Now, when I want something a little bit thicker, we're getting into winter. You might want something with a little more oomph. That's when I pull out the Beekman 1802. This one right here has a lactic acid, which is an AHA, and willow bark, which is a BHA. And these come in, and as you can see, this is a much thicker product. This is much, much thicker. It also has goat's milk, which has its own enzymes in it. This is great for smoothing out the body. No fragrance, as you'll notice, most of these types of products don't have fragrance. I would recommend something like this. I have eczema, and this is a great way that I keep the skin smooth, but hydrated and moisturized. Now we're going to talk about the base. So now we're going to take our knowledge that we've gained thus far. We've talked longevity. We've talked sillage and projection, overall performance. We've got into body chemistry, pH, skin type. We've now talked about exfoliation, hydration, and moisturization. So now we can get into some intermediate layering tips. And the biggest one that I can tell you is that your fragrance layer starts in the shower. That's where it starts. It starts in the shower. There are two routes that you can take when you're crafting that fragrance layer and combo for the day. One route is using unscented body products that are heavy in glycerins and butters that are going to give your skin all the hydration and moisture that it needs to carry whatever fragrance you want to wear all day. Even for my friends who are only wearing one fragrance and are not layering, if the skin is not properly exfoliated, hydrated, and moisturized, doesn't matter. The fragrance is going to last anyway. First thing you're going to want to do is not put on any other scented product. Nothing else scented. So let's talk about body wash. When I am trying to get my body, first of all, clean, but second of all, I want my fragrance combo to really just skyrocket as far as projection and sillage. And I want it to have a really nourished base, but I don't want that base to interfere with my fragrance. This is one of my go-tos. This is from Naturium. This is the Glow Getter body wash. It is a multi-oil to gel body wash. It nourishes intensely. I always feel amazing when I wear this one. Gentle surfactants plus linoleic rich oils, fermented squalane, and glycerin. Glycerin being a rock star ingredient in this because it helps keep the skin nourished As I've said so many times before, the more nourished the base, the more nourishing the base, the longer the fragrance is going to last. So this is one I would recommend all of you to go out and get if you just want that one body wash you can use all year round that is going to allow your fragrances to perform well, and you don't want it to interfere. If I'm sticking with the idea of not having any body butter or body product interfere with my fragrance layer, then I'm going to go in with a body butter or body lotion that is not fragranced. And the next one in that line is actually, again, Naturium. This is the skin renewing retinol body lotion. This is not a heavy consistency by any means. It's also got great ingredients, but as you see, it's a little bit thicker than our last lotion. This one has encapsulated retinol, allantoin to calm the skin, shea butter, and sodium PCA, which hydrates. And as you see, again, just like the last lotion, gone. No shine, but we're properly hydrated and we're properly moisturized. This is also fragrance free. More than often than not, I'm going to use this product at night because it does have retinol in it. So those are, if you're going in that route of, I want my body products to be unscented so that my fragrance can perform, that's the way you want to do it. Now I'm going to get into some of the other route. There are two here I'm going to call out in particular. So the first one is a body butter from Glossier. And there's actually a thumbprint there or a fingerprint because the name of the fragrance is Glossier U. It's a skin scent. Again, this one, as you can see, is nice and thick. It's not unscented. This has is prime the fragrance composition here is primarily composed of base notes. Pink pepper, I think some different woods. So what this does is when you put this on, it intensifies the body chemistry. It's going to intensify whatever you have going on with your own body pH. Like I said last week, if you want to know what you give off naturally, get a product like this. Because for me, this is how I knew I pull woody fragrances, I pull incense fragrances, I can pull gourmands well, but in particular, woody and incense fragrances and anything with fig. Something about my body chemistry and fig might have to do with the fact I grew up with a fig tree in the backyard. And again, it's smelling like the softest incense, nice soft wood. I just love the way that product smells on me. It's a little bit more of a splurge, but it's not crazy. This is a good one for building layers that you want to have that slightly customized hint to them. As we've talked about, acidic skin pulling more citrus, floral, and alkaline skin pulling more woody, incensey, and sometimes more gourmand. Then this is a great one when you're wearing a fragrance that you know has some of those notes your skin is going to pull to intensify it. Great, great. Like that's it. That's one of my expert tips right there. The next body butter and the final one I'm going to show you guys for this week is from Josie Moran. Josie Moran is a brand that specializes in argan oil, and argan oil is phenomenal for moisture. It's a great moisturizing oil. But this one is one of my favorites in the collection. They've got everything from, I think there's a vanilla, there's a tangerine. They recently dropped an ambery situation. Um, this one is the one I love. It's like my favorite. And as you can see, I use this product. I stay in this jar. This is the Bohemian Fig. Oh, and it's like subtly sweet, soft, but woody at the same time. It's got a touch of gourmandiness to it. And you can massage this just generously into the skin. It focuses on moisturizing and firming the skin. So think about my fragrance combo from last week. We had a base, an actual base of Bohemian Fig. This was my base. On top of this, I put a few drops of the sandalwood oil from Nest, New York. On top of that, I sprayed just a touch of Father Figure from Fleur, and I finished the whole body off with a misting of Danza Mystica from Sol de Janeiro. Common notes we had were fig and sandalwood all through that combo. So what was it giving? Fig and sandalwood. Sweet, soft wood. Just a normal, just a really luxurious but clean. It's actually like that luxurious hippie feel is what I was going for, and that's what it gave. So again, y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what else y'all want to know about these fragrances and these layers. Next week, we're going to continue taking it up another notch. We're going to get into some really unique fragrance layers, some more combos, and ways in which you can continue to wear your fragrance. It has been Phoenix J, and I will smell you later. Peace.